Tonight, for the first time, we're hearing from some of the Washington University professors who were suspended following last month's pro-Palestinian protests on campus that led to arrests and ultimately their suspensions. This as Israel appears poised to continue advancing on the city of Rafah in southern Gaza. The offensive is coming despite warnings and an ultimatum from the White House that a major ground invasion would lead to widespread civilian casualties. President Biden has also threatened to withhold certain weapons transfers. Those WashU professors are speaking out one day before graduation. 5 on Your Side's Laura Barczewski was there and pressed them on their messaging. Laura.
Mike, 5 of the 9 suspended Washington University professors stood here on the corner of Lindell and Skinker this afternoon saying their side of the story, sharing that they're feeling unfairly treated, but will continue to stand by this cause and their students.
Israel bombs, WashU pays!
These 5 Washington University professors say they've been suspended and some were arrested for standing with students during the pro-Palestinian protests on campus a little more than 2 weeks ago. They claim they've had no due process.
We haven't heard anything from the university, no formal charges, no sign of any investigation, no sign of evidence to back up the allegations made in the letters we received, absolute silence. Of course, we all are pursuing our own collective measures of redress, which include potential legal action.
Attorney and law professor Anders Walker says these professors really don't have a good case against the university legally.
They actually do not. Universities are not free speech zones, and the university can do pretty much whatever it wants.
He says tenure won't protect them either.
Professors under tenure policies can generally write what they want to write and say what they want to write and say what they want to say, but they can't say everything. And if the university decides that they're disrupting life on campus or trespassing or causing harm, then they can be suspended or even terminated.
As a Jew and lecturer in anthropology, Aaron Neiman says by supporting Palestine, he's not rejecting Jewish values, but rejecting genocide.
Reject any implication that the speech or actions of our movement are anti-Semitic. In fact, I see this claim as a dangerous negation of Jewish identity.
I asked all of them, what do you say to the Jewish students who feel unsafe and are struggling with how this is unfolding?
So what we're really trying to highlight is that actually represents a very, very small minority of opinion on campus, either of Jewish students or Jewish faculty.
The idea that Jewish students on our campus are not safe is again a fabrication of the administration.
Jewish students at WashU and rabbis who support them have said in multiple interviews with 5 on Your Side the protests have made them feel unsafe.
I'm afraid for other people, for the other students, for my friends who are also themselves afraid.
If there was a word stronger than terrifying, I would use it.
Now, I asked the professors if they wanted to return to their jobs here at the university, and many of them said they did and want to continue working for their students. Reporting live in St. Louis, Laura Barczewski, 5 on Your Side.
And tonight we're also hearing from WashU Student Senate, which is demanding amnesty for all suspended students and those evicted from campus housing. The student union says more than 1,600 students, a 60% majority, voted in favor of a referendum calling on the university to divest from Boeing over the aerospace giant's ties to Israel. WashU is hoping to avoid disruptions during tomorrow's university-wide commencement ceremony with some policy and safety changes. This comes after protests have disrupted several college graduations, the latest happening today at Duke University, where comedian Jerry Seinfeld, who's Jewish, delivered the commencement address. About 30 students walked out, some waving Palestinian flags. The changes at WashU include the requirement of tickets into Francis Olympic Field. Guests may only bring in clear bags, no bigger than 14 inches by 14 inches by 4 inches. Noisemakers, large banners, balloons, food, and drink, except water, along with firearms and weapons, are not allowed. Tomorrow's commencement will begin at 9 a.m. at Francis Olympic Field. Actress Jennifer Coolidge will deliver the commencement address. She will also receive an honorary Doctor of Fine Arts.